I'm Paul Lasley, and we're taking you around Orange County to discover some of the treasures in Orange County. And we're coming up on, some festivals, and one of them is the Chinese New Year Festival, but also Tet here in Little Saigon.
In Little Saigon.
And we're very fortunate to have Haley Nguyen with us, and Haley has a restaurant called Xanh
Bistro.
And Xanh Bistro is an amazing place. Haley, what are you going to cook for us today?
I'm going to make rice paper roll, Paul, which is the Vietnamese, actually a national or signature dish of Vietnamese cuisine. These are the rice paper that are made with rice flour. Can you see?
And it looks like paper.
Yes, that's what. But these little grids are actually traditionally dry out in the sun on the bamboo slats. And so now they're manufacturing these, but then they still keep
but
these.
They still look
on.
like bamboo slats.
Yes. So I'm going to show people how to make these. So it's really simple. They're delicious, light and healthy, and probably most everybody who really don't know about Vietnamese food probably have heard about this rice paper roll.
All right.
So I'm going to do that.
We'll watch.
Okay, first I'm going to saute some shrimp. And rice paper roll, you can put anything in it that you like. I'm going to have some shrimp in here. If you like chicken, you can saute some chicken and put some chicken. I'm adding a little bit of oil into the saute pan. Wait for the saute pan to get a little bit hotter. You can make this vegetarian if you like. And you just have to chop up your vegetables and saute it with some garlic, salt, and pepper, and that will do it. Traditionally, Vietnamese will put pork and shrimp in our rice paper roll, along with all the lettuce, bean sprouts, herbs, and a little bit of rice noodles. So, okay, my pan is a little hot right now, and it's important you wait for the pan to get hot so that the shrimp will sear really nicely, and it will give you a little bit of that aroma. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. There you go. The shrimp cooks very quickly, so you don't want to overcook the shrimps. Okay, and that pretty much should do it. And so the shrimp just turned kind of pink. Has that nice pink color to it. Coming over here, and I have rice paper. I'm going to dip this into hot water. Hot water will soften the rice paper, but it's not wet. You hold it up and let the rice paper evaporate, the water evaporate a little bit until it gets a little soft. And just hold it, lay it down onto a flat surface. What I have here is I'm going to take some lettuce. Any lettuce would do. Green leaf lettuce, red leaf lettuce is fine. You lay it towards, 3/4 towards you. I'm going to add a little bit of carrots and daikon. These are pickled in some vinegar, water, a little bit of sugar and salt, and some julienne mango. Sometimes I put a little pear in it if you like a little bit of that crunch. And we have some rice noodles. These are rice noodles that's been cooked in water like pasta, just to give it some substance. I will then take the shrimp, lay a couple of shrimp on the rice paper, and these are the Vietnamese herb, which are called purple perilla. Has a little bit of that minty and basil-y taste to it. Now, you fold the two sides in, and then you fold up the bottom. The trick to folding the rice paper roll is that you got to tuck while you roll. So you tuck it like you would roll a cigar or a newspaper. So you tuck and roll, push it down with all your fingers. You tuck and you roll, and it will melt for you towards the end. There's the rice paper roll right here.
Well, we've learned about Vietnamese spring rolls. Who doesn't like Vietnamese spring rolls? It's amazing how that rice paper just pops up.
I know, it's very resilient. Yeah. It's actually not as, it looks like it's very delicate, but it's not. So.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. Well, I learned something today. There's so much to explore here in the Vietnamese area of Orange County, Little Saigon. And you're sort of leading a a movement in cuisine here. You're creating new Vietnamese cuisine that maybe was unheard of, say, 10 years ago in Vietnam.
That's right. I just would like to bring Vietnamese food up to a higher level, so to say, because I think it tastes so good. A lot of people like it. It's flavorful. It's like healthy, but it has so much texture, and I like to bring that out for people to see, enjoy, but also understanding the components of it too makes it even better.
I would think that there is so much available here in Orange County in terms of farms and markets and things like that. You must be able to get just about anything you could get in Vietnam.
That's right, Paul. And I love it here because I'm just right down the road from the markets. So I go to the markets almost every day to pick up my herbs and vegetables and whatever they have fresh in there. I think we have a wonderful resource here in Orange County, that Little Saigon, the markets, the herbalists. But I think since this is the largest Vietnamese community, and we concentrated here, that we actually the community sustain itself. So we pretty much put a cocoon, and so we like to have anything we could outside of Vietnam. So it is a wonderful resource.
Well, beyond Xanh Bistro, which is a real treasure, I think it comes as a surprise to a lot of visitors who come here that you have some of the great French bakeries on earth.
We actually do, because of that French influence in Vietnam, and I think a lot of us or people, it's kind of romantic in that way. And most people would ask me, okay, what is the French influence in Vietnam? Because of course they were there for almost 100 years. It is a good side of the whole history. Lots of bakeries. Yes, and of course, we just love that baguette that the French left and the coffee. So
I know it probably comes as a great surprise, but one of the great ways to enjoy Little Saigon is to come here earlier in the morning, sit in one of the cafes, and have a croissant or a baguette and some wonderful café au lait.
Yes, that's right, the Vietnamese coffee or the café au lait, that's right. Or go to the market. You can just go hop next to the market, and there's an herbalist, there's barbecue places because the Chinese too influence.
And you can explore all of this in Orange County. Haley Nguyen, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you, Paul.
Wasn't Haley amazing?
Just amazing, and the food is delicious. I can testify.
Absolutely. Well, here's to maybe a croissant in the morning with a nice cup of coffee right here in Little Saigon. Well, I'm Paul Lasley.
I'm Elizabeth Harriman.
And we've been taking you around Orange County in another wonderful episode. If you want more information on Orange County,
the website is AnaheimOC.org.
That's AnaheimOC.org. I'm Paul Lasley.
I'm Elizabeth Harriman.